Over the years, I've received marketing advice that is worth millions of dollars. No, not because it's complex or complicated or because it reveals some secret hack to overnight success. And I promise you, it is not contingent on acting fast so you don't get left behind, or automating your business to within an inch of its life using AI, or posting every single day on social media until you go viral. It is about none of that. This marketing advice is so beautifully simple, and once you hear it for yourself, I promise you, you will never think about marketing in the same way again. In this video, I am sharing 5 marketing lessons that have quite literally made me rich, and make sure you stick around for the example that I share at the end of this video, because it basically sums up everything I am talking about, and it's actually part of what inspired me to build the Copy Posse in the way I did. But first, if you're new here, what's up? I'm Alex, award-winning marketer, expert copywriter, and founder of the Copy Posse, where I teach over 400,000 rad humans on the internet, just like you, how to make more money with better messaging. So make sure to subscribe below so you don't miss my next video. Now let's get started with lesson number 1, data, not drama. One of my mastermind members always says this, shout out to Ocean, and I think every single business owner on the planet should literally tattoo this on their forehead. She always says, data, not drama. And I will be the first to admit that it can be really easy to react a bit emotionally when it comes to my marketing efforts. And please tell me I'm not the only one. And I mean, who can really blame us? Every single time a launch flops, every time your Instagram post goes virtually unnoticed, even though you followed the proven strategies to get views, every single time you spend an hour writing an amazing email that brings in approximately $0 in sales, every time your conversion rate is in the gutter without a single bug or glitch or planet to blame. Yes, I am looking at you, Mercury. We feel like pulling out our hair and screaming into the abyss. But here is the thing. Marketing is not emotional. Marketing is data. And that data is not trying to gaslight you or shame you or belittle you. It is showing you something. And the sooner you start paying attention to your metrics, the sooner you can start improving them, because what you measure, you improve. Let me say that again. What you measure, you improve. And that brings me to lesson number 2, marketing is an experiment. So repeat after me. Marketing is one big giant experiment. Most people think that great marketers just always know what's going to work. Ha! I have worked with some of the most brilliant marketers of our time, and I can tell you with 100% certainty that most of the time they have no freaking clue what will work and what will not. Now, yes, of course, we have hypotheses based on previous experimentation, and yes, better marketers do make better marketing guesses. But the best marketers, just like the best scientists, are not the ones who magically know what will work. They are the ones who test. They test more, they test more often, they learn faster, and they pivot faster. Marketing is all about experimentation. Now, let's simplify this even more, shall we? Because there are only 3 ways to grow your business: more traffic, better conversions, and longer retention. Seriously, that's it. If you can get more eyeballs on your stuff, if you can turn more of those eyeballs into leads and customers, and if you can get your customers coming back for more, you are winning the marketing game, my friend. So your job as a marketer is to continually test new tactics and strategies to improve those metrics. That's it. Do that and you grow your business. It really is that simple. And when something doesn't work the first time, instead of thinking, oh my gosh, I completely failed at this, think, okay, this is a fun marketing experiment that I get to solve, and then get to work solving it. All right, lesson number 3, ride trends, but do not ride them off a cliff. Yes, pay attention to trends, study new tools, notice the shifts that are happening in the online landscape, try new tech and AI and hooks and strategies and editing styles. Sure, all of these tactics and strategies are 100% worth testing. But whatever you do, don't confuse what gets attention with what actually makes you money. Trends will always come and go, and they can give you a major leg up in the short term, right? A trend might win you a click. A trend might spike your reach. A trend might get you cheaper leads. But of course, you still need to understand those marketing truths in order to make sales and then keep your customers coming back and buying from you again and again and again. Just remember, people pay for solutions. They pay to become someone new. They pay to relieve something painful. They pay to move from where they are now to where they want to be in the future. The marketers who will win in the long term know how to capitalize on trends without basing their entire business on them. So yes, ride trends, but careful not to ride them straight off a cliff. All right, now this next lesson matters more than ever before. And honestly, I never, ever in a million years thought that I would say this. Lesson number 4. Prove your humanity. You have heard it said a million times, attention is the most valuable currency in marketing, and I do still believe that. But getting someone's attention alone is no longer enough. Sure, you got their attention. Maybe they opened your email, or they clicked your ad, or they watched 3 seconds of your video. But what's going to determine whether or not they take the next step with you? It's not attention, it is trust. Trust turns attention into cash. And how do you build trust, my friends? Well, in this new era of online marketing where AI and automation and lazy generic content are taking over the internet at breakneck speed, proof of humanity is becoming the most important marketing strategy right now. I know, right? That's crazy. Like, I promise I am not AI right now. Multiple reports show that consumers are craving trust, authenticity, and human connection more than ever. They don't just want information. They want insights. They want meaning. They want context. They want to feel something. You do not have to be a genius to see that the brands winning right now are the ones who appear the most authentic, human, and relatable. Humans will always want human connection, right? We want to connect with others we relate to and who share real perspectives that actually mean something to us. We want someone willing to show up and consistently stand behind what they say and walk the talk with all of their flaws and all. Forbes and LinkedIn have both published pieces recently showing that authenticity, relatability, and visibility are becoming bigger trust signals than polish or perfection. Okay, so you've heard this before, right? Authenticity, relatability, visibility, but what does that really mean for you right now in marketing? Well, that brings me to lesson number 5. Values will always win. The louder the internet gets, the more personalized your message has to become to pierce through the noise. When everyone is talking at everyone else, the person who stands out is the person who's not just talking, they are actually saying something. The absolute worst freaking thing that you can do is dull your message in an attempt to appeal to more people. Because not everyone will buy your product or service, but the right people will. And in order to find those right people, you have to be highly specific in your messaging, more specific than you've ever been before. Who are you? Who is your ideal audience? Exactly. How do they see themselves? What is the exact problem you solve? What is the exact transformation that you help them achieve? And probably the most important questions of all right now to ask yourself are, what do you care about? What values do you stand for? And what hill are you willing to die on? The clearer, bolder, and more specific your message, the easier it will be for the right people to recognize themselves in it. Because we no longer just buy from people who have something we need or want, unless it's like some sort of dongle or something on Amazon, right? We buy from people and brands that reinforce our sense of identity. We buy from people and brands that remind us of who we are and what we care about. So I'm going to give you a perfect example of this. One of my favorite brands of all time is Savage X Fenty, which is Rihanna's lingerie brand. Sure, her star power, of course, gives it a massive leg up in the market, but that is not the reason why I feel connected to the brand. There are a lot of celebrity-backed brands out there, from makeup to tequila and everything in between. But Savage X Fenty created a distinct voice and identity that no one could confuse with anything else. Their playful yet empowering tone and rebellious messaging make them instantly recognizable. They do not just sell lingerie. They sell inclusivity, confidence, and self-expression, and they do it loudly and unapologetically. From diverse, body positive, and incredibly bold runway shows that, to be honest, make the Victoria's Secret fashion show feel so vanilla and so boring and so archaic, all the way to campaigns featuring real people who are proud of their bodies. Every part of the Savage X Fenty experience truly truly speaks to my soul as a rebel at heart. In fact, the Copy Posse was built on the very same values, and every time a customer purchases from me, they are reinforcing those values within themselves. They are reminded of who they are and what they care about, that empathy and kindness is cool, right? This is the level of values and specificity that makes you a no-brainer choice in the minds and hearts of your customers. And if this is something that you need help with, make sure you check out my Posse brand voice program. Inside, I will help you get crystal clear on who you are and why you're here and who you serve and what you stand for, so you never struggle with what to say or how to show up. You'll learn how to align your brand values or your personal values with those of your dream customers to build real trust, connection, and loyalty, and how to show, not tell, with storytelling so your audience feels seen, safe, and understood. You can learn more about the Posse brand voice program by scanning this QR code, or just click the link in the description box below. Now, I gotta know, which lesson did you need to hear the most right now? Leave me a comment below and let me know, and I will see you next week with a brand new video. Till then, I'm Alex. Ciao for now. Before you go, if you like that video, make sure to check out this one next. I know I typically come on here to share tactical marketing strategies with you guys, but since this video marks the 7-year anniversary of my YouTube channel, I thought this would be the absolute perfect moment to share 7 of the biggest personal lessons that I've